Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to create Plutio persons from Webhook response. So here I am using Plutio as a CRM application, and I want that as soon as I'm going to receive a new response from the form which I have created and attached on my website, then automatically the person who has submitted the form should be added as a contact in my Plutio account. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up the connection between that application which you are using and Plutio in such a way that whenever the response will be captured, automatically the person should be created inside Plutio. But here the condition is that I am using a form builder application which is not natively connected with Pabbly Connect. Therefore, we are going to use Webhook by Pabbly for that in order to capture the response from that same application. And we are going to set up the connection between the application and Plutio without the requirement of any coding and programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step, for that you have to come towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video, we are going to learn step by step how to create a Plutio person whenever a new Webhook response will be captured. So Plutio is an amazing all-in-one business management software which is designed to help freelancers, small businesses and teams to manage their projects, tasks, invoices, their customers. They can track the time from it. Businesses can track the progress of the task over here with the help of Plutio, and also they can collaborate with the team members all in one place. So here I'm going to show you how you can create a person inside Plutio whenever the response will be captured from any of the application which is not natively connected with Pabbly Connect. Let's suppose I'm using a form builder application which is not natively connected with Pabbly Connect, and I want to connect that application with Plutio in such a way that whenever the form will be submitted by a customer, then automatically a person should be created inside Plutio. So in order to automate this process, we will simply use Pabbly Connect. So with the help of Pabbly Connect, we can set up connections between different work applications to automate all our repetitive tasks, that too without the requirement of any coding and programming skills. So with an amazing and interesting feature of Pabbly Connect, that is Webhook by Pabbly, we can set up a connection between an application which is not natively connected with Pabbly Connect and another application to automatically transfer the data. So here the form which I am using, which is not natively connected with Pabbly Connect, can be connected easily with the help of Webhook by Pabbly, and with that we can capture the response from that application and transfer it automatically towards Plutio in order to create a person. So here I am going to take an example of JotForm. Let's imagine JotForm is not natively connected with Pabbly Connect, although it can be effortlessly and very easily connected directly with Pabbly Connect as well. But here I'm just taking a scenario that let's imagine it is not natively connected. So we are going to set up a connection between this form application and Pabbly Connect with the help of Webhook by Pabbly to transfer the data of this form submission towards Plutio for creating a person over there automatically. Let's get started. This is the homepage of Pabbly Connect where we can reach by typing the URL pabbly.com/connect in our browser. After coming over here, you will find two options: sign in and sign up for free. In case if you are already an existing user, you can directly click on sign in. But if you are a new user, you have to click on sign up for free button to create your free new account. Also, when you will do that, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now, because I am already an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in. This is all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. So on this dashboard, we can find all of our workflows which we have created. And we can also create different folders over here on the same dashboard to save our workflow successfully and separately. Now to create a new workflow, we have to click on this create workflow option. And here a dialog box is appeared in front of us, which is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So I'm going to give a name first of all. Create Plutio persons from Webhook response. After giving the name, here I'm going to select the folder in which I want to save this workflow. As you can see, I have multiple folders over here. So I'm going to select automations for task management, and we'll simply click on create. As we have done that, we can see that two windows are open in front of us. First is the trigger and the other is action. So what are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts, the principles or the building blocks on which the entire automation runs. The trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many action steps as we want. Let's suppose my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a response from Webhook through form submission, then immediately according to that response, a contact should be created inside Plutio. So for that, I'm going to take Webhook by Pabbly in my trigger step and Plutio in action. When we are going to set up the connection between these two applications, we can clearly see that action is going to follow what the trigger commands. Because when the trigger happens, that means when a new response is captured through Webhook, then only a person will be created inside Plutio, otherwise not. So after understanding the whole concept of trigger in action, let us quickly start creating the workflow step by step. First of all, to start this workflow, we have to go towards our trigger step and we have to select our trigger application. Now our trigger application will be Webhook, because we are setting up the connection between Webhook by Pabbly and Pabbly Connect, through which we are going to capture the response from an application which is not natively connected with Pabbly Connect. Alright, after selecting Webhook by Pabbly, now we have to select the trigger event. Trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to trigger or start. So catch Webhook will be our trigger event over here, because we want that whenever a webhook response will be captured, then we want to trigger this workflow instantly. As we have done that, here we have received a webhook URL and we have also received some instructions. So we simply have to follow these instructions given over here to set up the connection between our application and Pabbly Connect. And that we are going to do with the help of this webhook URL, because it is going to act as a bridge for transferring the data from the application towards Pabbly Connect on whenever a specific event happens. Let's suppose I want to connect a form builder application. So I'm going to open that application. I'm going to insert this webhook URL inside that, so that whenever the form will be submitted in that application, the response will be automatically captured inside Pabbly Connect. In the similar manner, any of the application which is not natively connected with Pabbly Connect and you want to connect it over here, you just have to use this webhook URL, and then whenever a specific event which you have selected will occur inside that application, the response will be immediately captured over here in Pabbly Connect. And then I will take you towards my application. So here, as I told you, let's suppose we are just imagining a scenario that JotForm is not natively connected with Pabbly Connect. Again and again, I'm telling you that although it is already connected and we can very easily connect JotForm with Pabbly Connect directly as well. But just to show you the example of Webhook, therefore I'm going to use JotForm over here. So you have to go towards the application which you want to connect, and you have to select the specific form. For example, if you are using a form builder application, so you have to go towards the form which you want to connect. Let's suppose I'm going to connect this contact form over here. So I'm going to go towards the edit form option, and the form is open in front of us. Okay, so now I want to connect this form with Pabbly Connect, and over here in the instructions it is given log into the application where you want to enter the webhook URL. I have already logged into my application. Then we have to go towards the settings section. It is given the next step that copy the webhook URL and add it under the webhook section of the application. You have to find the webhook option in your specific application which you're connecting, and you have to insert this webhook URL over there. So we have come towards the settings section. We will go towards integration over here from the left side. After coming on integration, I will search for webhook option so that I can insert the webhook URL, and I will simply paste the URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. Then we will click on complete integration, and the webhook is already set up. Okay, so this means that the connection between our form builder application and Pabbly Connect is absolutely done. So with the help of webhook URL, we are going to capture the response from that application whenever a new form will be submitted. In the similar manner, whichever application you are using, you have to insert this webhook URL inside that in the webhook option. Generally, you will find webhook under settings or integrations option. Okay, you can find that. Now once you will complete this integration, then whenever the event which you have selected will be performed inside that application, the response will be automatically, without any manual efforts, will be captured. And then further you will be able to send this response to any other application. Here our objective is to create a person inside Plutio with that response. So first of all, to get that, we have to get a response over here. So how we are going to do that? By submitting a form inside the application which we have connected. So this is my form which I have already connected. Now we'll go towards the publish section, and here we have the link of this form. So I will copy and open it in a new tab. The form is open. Basically, it is a contact form with the help of which I'm going to get the details of the clients or my leads, and I'm going to add them as a person inside Plutio. So now I'm going to start with the name. Let's say the name of the person who is submitting this form is Smart, and because I'm doing a test submission over here, so I'm going to enter all the dummy details. So let's say the last name is Lead. Here I'm going to enter a random email address, smartlead78@pabblytudes.com. I'm going to enter a country code and a phone number over here, and a random city name as well. Now I'm going to click on submit, and the form is submitted. As the form is submitted, let's go and check whether the webhook response is captured or not. We'll wait for the response for a few seconds. And here the response is capture. In this response, we have received all the details. Here we have the webhook URL. The URL through which we have received this response. We have a submission ID over here. Okay, we have the phone number, the email address, first name, last name, and the city, all the details which we have entered while submitting the form. This means that our connection is absolutely successful, and because we have received this response, that means now whenever the form will be submitted inside the application which we have connected, the response will be captured through Webhook automatically. So this is the amazing feature Webhook by Pabbly, through which we can set up the connection between Pabbly Connect and any of the application which is not natively connected with Pabbly Connect. Okay, so here we have set up the trigger. We'll move forward quickly towards the action step. Here our action application will be Plutio. Let's select that. And now we want to create a person inside Plutio whenever the response will be captured. And now our objective is to create a person or a contact inside Plutio whenever the response from Webhook will be captured. So our action event will be create person. Let's click on connect. We will go for building the connection over here. And to do that, we have to go towards add new connection. In case if you already have an existing connection, you can also go with that. But in order to build the connection, first of all, you need to log into your Plutio account. And it is given over here that you have to enter client ID, client secret and business identifier. So first of all, I'm going to tell you what is business identifier. Okay. So how you're going to get that, for that instructions are given. You have to log into your Plutio account and you have to look towards the dashboard URL of your account. In the dashboard URL, you will find the business identifier. It is given in the example that, for example, their URL is this. So after https/ and before .plutio.com, this will be your business identifier, that is subdomain. So I'm going to take you towards my Plutio account. Over here, we'll look towards the URL of our account and we can see that before .plutio.com and after this 2/ we have the subdomain, that is our business identifier. So we'll simply copy that and paste it over here. Done. In the similar manner, you have to find the business identifier. Then we have to move towards the client ID and client secret. In order to get these details, you can directly click on this link given over here. But I'm going to show you step by step how you have to get the client ID and client secret. So for that, you have to go towards your account. We have to go towards the settings section. And here you will see the option of API manager. Over here, 2 of the projects are already created. So I'm going to click on one of them. And here we have the client secret and the client ID. So first of all, I'm going to copy the client ID. And then I'm going to copy the client secret and I will paste it over here. Done. Let's click on save. In the similar manner, you have to enter all these details and your connection between Plutio and Pabbly Connect is absolutely successful. As we have done that, let's move forward. And here we have to enter the details in these fields to create this connection and to create a person over there inside Plutio. So it is asking us first name, last name, email address, phone number, company and other details of the contact or the person. So first of all, let's start with a name. Here, as you can see in our earlier response, through Webhook response, we have received all the details of this contact. Okay, we have received the first name, the last name, email address, phone number, the city and etc. So one by one, we are going to use these details only. So instead of entering the details manually, what we will do, we will simply insert them from a previous response and that is called as mapping. So when we map a data, it becomes dynamic. So here when I'm going to map the first name, it has become dynamic and now with each and every new response, automatically it is going to replace. In this way, when we are going to map all the details, so all these details will get replaced automatically with each and every new Webhook response and in this way we are going to automate the entire process of creating Plutio persons from Webhook response. But in case if we will enter the data manually over here, it will become static and then it is not going to replace automatically. Therefore, to automate the process, we use mapping. In a similar manner, here I'm going to map the last name as well. Then we have the email address. Then we have the phone number over here. Alright, company is already selected over here. Company role, if you want to provide, you can give. Invite person, so I'm going to select as no. Then if you're inviting this person, then you can also enter an invitation message. Then here I'm going to map the city over here. Some of the details are not mandatory, so we can definitely ignore them. But if you want, you can add them as well. Okay, I do not have the address, so I'm going to ignore this as well and the zip code. Now I'm going to enter the country code, the code of my country. So I've entered it as IN India. Okay, then I'm going to click on save and send test request button. And as we have done that, here we have received the response. In this response, you can see we have received the ID of the contact. Here we have all the details as well. This means that our connection is absolutely successful and the person is automatically created. So I'm going to take you towards Plutio. We'll go towards the contact section. And over here, we can see that yes, a new contact, a new person is created over here with a name as Smart Lead. Here we have the email address and the phone number as well. This means that our connection is absolutely successful. So once we have set up this connection successfully, now whenever a new form will be submitted in the application and the response will be captured through Webhook, then immediately a person will be created inside Plutio with that same response. So once again, I'm going to take you towards my application which I have connected, and I'm once again going to copy the link of the form. I'm going to open it in a new tab and I will submit with another details this time. Let's say this time the name of the person is Dummy. And here we have the last name as Lead. I'm going to enter a random email address, dummylead3607 @pabblytudes.com, country code, phone number and the city. Okay, I'm going to click on submit to submit this response, and as we have submitted this response, let's go and check on Plutio. And here we can see that without any manual efforts, instantly a new contact, a new person is created with all the exact details. Here we have the name, here we have the email address, and here we have the phone number. This means that our connection is absolutely successful. So let's quickly summarize what we have done. Actually, we have taken very simple steps: trigger and action. In trigger, we have taken Webhook by Pabbly, and in action, we have taken Plutio, and we have set up the connection between these two applications in such a way that now whenever a new webhook response will be captured from the application which we want to connect, then immediately by using that response, a new person will be created inside Plutio, and that too effortlessly. So in the similar manner, if you are using any application, a form builder application which is not natively connected with Pabbly Connect, you can use it. You can connect it with Plutio with the help of Webhook by Pabbly. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such applications without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also, please like our video and subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.